Right, hello YouTube world and everyone else. Jumping in a league with a deck full of bolts, basically. Which can never be a bad thing for a 12 actual 1 mana 3 damage spells, plus we have a nice mix of creatures and something to make the bolts a bit better. This kind of turns these gut shots into a bolt as well, which is nice. I'm not expected to beat Hogak with this sideboard, but maybe people are selling out of it at this point. I've played this guy a ton before. I don't know what he plays. I might just check that out. Lap Lazjan MTG tournament finishes. Eldrazi Tron pretty recently, so I mean, this looks like a hand you keep with mono red. You have 2 lands and 5 spells that cost 1, so it's pretty perfect. I'm not sure which way around you're meant to play these. I think it's meant to be the Soulscar Mage first, and then the Courier second. Okay, I'm glad I did it that way now. So next turn we swing with a Courier Chalice on 1. Ooh, wow. That sucks. That sucks a lot. I'm not sure how we beat that. These might be able to tag Thought Not Seer, which should be useful. I'm going to take the Lava Runners out first, because they're the worst card. I'll drop a Gut Shot. I'm kind of just thinking about how many 1-drops to cut, to be honest. I'll cut all the Gut Shots. Maybe Damping Sphere isn't right here. They have a pretty reasonable plan, and we probably just want to be as quick as we can here. How many cards do I want to be discarding for Faithful Suiton? Is it just the Fiery Tempers? Yeah, I'm going to cut a Looting because, again, it's a 1-mana spell, and I've brought in a couple of other discard outlets. That probably is wrong because it's the best card in the deck. Well, it's one of the best cards in Modern, right? But we'll trim it. So yeah, if they mulligan to like a Chalice hand, we're pretty good against that. If they mulligan into a more okay, right, well, that's good for us, for sure, because we just have 3 Faithless Lootings and this, and the Faithless Looting is more for the discard mode than anything else, so I think we probably beat that. Temple into Thought Knot would be kind of brutal. Whew. This list is just not got enough artifact removal. I think it's got 0 artifact removal, so that's something. Young Pezzy. Try and go wide and beat this. Crew that. Smack for 3. Have a loot. If I just discard the land, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, now we have to try and beat the ouch. Scrim Lavamancer doesn't really do anything. So let's crew up the Copter. Swing. I don't think I'm going to loot here. I kind of like all the cards in my hand, so I'm not going to loot. And then I'll just play another Copter. Maybe I was meant to discard loot and maybe draw a discard a Copter. Right, that's okay. Could take a peek. And then I'll probably just bolt them end step. 13. I might want to double bolt that, I guess. Right, I have to turn my head sideways. Right. Let's crew a copter, swing, loot, discard. I mean, it's a race we win. We have double lightning bolt, so that's a good thing. 3, 6. So where's that wanting to go? I mean, it kind of needs to go to 1, I think. I guess it's only double shot because of Dragon's Claw. Yeah, I just hold these because they're flanking basically. So they gain 1, and Soulscar's pretty good here actually. Obviously this Ratchet Bomb might take out the 1-drops, which would turn these off. So I think we just need to be aware of that so that we can at least try to loot into a creature or something. But that does nothing, so let's get rid of that. And that's just the land, so we could get rid of that. So yeah, so actually maybe I shouldn't have played the Soulscar Mage. I don't know. Because I lose all my 1-drops now, and then the Smuggler's Copters are gonna not be able to crew. Yeah, so I'm gonna shrink that to start off. I don't need to kill it, I don't think. I have plenty of other ways of killing it. And then I'm just going to bolt them. I've had a pretty good hand, so... And I definitely misplayed by playing the Soulscar Mage. What's Reality Smasher? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 2 turns left. If I draw a 1-drop, I'm winning the race. Okay. Oh no, I'm not winning the race because I can only create 1 of them. So I'll keep it back on defense. I've got nothing to loot for. It means this Thought Knot can't really attack. Double Reality Smasher. Brutal. Yeah, they had a good hand. I misplayed. But I don't think it would have mattered actually. So I could create this block here, take 11, so I'm dead. Kind of rough. Right, well, first things first, like even before we do anything else, if we were to run this back, I would run some sort of artifact hate in the sideboard, and it's most likely like a Moggus and a Braid and a Chain Whirler could come out, I guess. It'd run something like that. I think you're meant to keep 1 landers. So you can cast everything except this, so... Okay, here we go. Bloodghast Carrion Feeder. So again, I kind of think the list doesn't have enough graveyard hate either. But you know, that could just be after the ban. You could maybe just... I don't really get these Chain Whirlers, to be honest. But the Spite of Moggus isn't stunning either. Like, every one of your cards is a burn spell, so I don't really know why you need to sideboard more. Other than dealing with like Tasigurs and stuff like that. 10-2. 10-2, no way of winning. So, yeah, we'll just concede. Go to game 2. I think we just have the 2 relics and have to cut 2 cards. I guess that could be okay. It could tag a few things. Pyromancer's maybe better than this. The flame's a little slow because it doesn't do anything. You don't want to play it 10-2, so it's a little bit on the slow side. Young Pyromancer might help us go wide. So no, leave. It chump blocks if nothing else, so we'll try that. In fact, let's try that. Because we've upped the curve slightly by adding the 3s and taking out a 0. But then we've dropped to 2s for 2s and 1s for... Yeah, so it should be fine. Should be fine at that. But, yeah, we can't mulligan for our graveyard hate. We have 2 spells, so just can't do it, unfortunately. But we have some, so that helps. Okay, mull to 6. Pretty sure it's right to not play the relic here and just get in for 1. Removing 1 random card is just like removing a fetch land. I don't think it's that impactful. Having said that, I wish we'd played it now, but you can't really predict this start. And we get a prowess trigger. And mainly you don't expose it. When you expose it early, you give them the choice not to play Faithless Looting or to ditch cards that they don't really care for, and put you into a bad spot. So by not exposing it, they sort of overextend, or potentially overextend anyway. Cannon Feeder's okay. Fetch land. I think he allowed the Bloodghast. That's what Hogak does say, but she's such a bind because you can't, like now. Am I meant to pop it? And then they mill 3, and then if they sack this, they can mill another 3, and they can get a Hogak. So you kind of just can't. You kind of just have to go, okay, have a Vengevine. And then they get a Vengevine, and yeah. I have a Vengevine. And will they try and find a Hogak? Probably not, because I have this relic. So they can kind of just do what they like here. This is actually pretty good against Vengevine. I want to crack this because I'm tapping out next turn. And I know that's risky, but yeah, like I say, this kills Bloodghast Stitcher Supplier, but also that's not a good hit. But also, just it just jump blocks Vengevine. It has first strike, so it lives. And I now get to attack with a 1-2, because I'm not chumping with it at this stage. And potentially next turn, well, fingers crossed we get to do something. Yes, that's great for us. Probably just swing with this. Yeah, I have to take it. If I go Chain Whirler, kill this, do one to this. I think I'm going to play Young Pezzy and just swing for 3. I don't want to swing for 3. I'll just pass. Pezzy just gives us a nice steady stream of chump blockers. Doesn't feel good them having Faithless Looting and 5 cards. Yeah, so they get the Bloodghast. Numero uno. Could have set Vengevine there for an extra feeder trigger, but they didn't. I think here I'm just meant to... maybe I bolt the Vengevine. I just want to 1-1. I don't want to go below 10 at this point. Just simply because the Bloodghast get haste then. And we are going to kill him again with this Chain Whirler. So the question here is... yeah, so I'm just blocking with the Elemental. But I get to swing back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we kind of like half their health total next turn. Spell? Please? It's not stunning. I'd like a trigger for that, really. Oh, this kills Young Pyromancer, doesn't it? Oh no, it's opponent's creatures. Oh, that's good. And they have 6, so they didn't grow their Carrion Feeder, which is also good. And then they scooped because of their mistake. So we managed to go wide and slow them, but they stumbled a good amount there. Each fellow player casts 1 more. Does that do something? It kind of does. How good's Gut Shot without the Flame of the Keld? Discard your hand, draw 2. Gut Shot can... it's not great, is it? And I'm not really sure the Lava Man is either. The Lava Runner. Okay. Give it another go. I expected to lose every game against Hogak, so picking up game 2 there was nice. This sounds pretty decent. I mean, if they spat out a turn 2 Hogak, which is pretty common, then we're certainly behind, but having Soulscar Mage try and shrink it down to a manageable size is handy. Just to have enough bolts in our hand just yet. So they moved to 6, and then they've put Vengevine and Bloodghast in there again. Let's see how dead we are. These sort of mono red burn and aggro decks are not really something I play much of at all, and it's probably coming across with the way that I'm sideboarding and all that kind of stuff. Just 2 seconds. Okay? Yeah. Is he up? I know.
Yeah.
Is he watching?
Hmm? He's wide awake. He's watching Peppa Pig.
Right, okay. Well, give me a shout if you need me. Yep. Okay, so assumingly they have another creature, like their whole deck's just enablers, so. Oh. Well, that is good news. I think we could just play this Pezzy and then pass. Might as well hit for one. I'm not blocking with it, so I might as well. They don't have blockers here, so... So, I mean, we could kind of figure out that they don't have any other Carrion Feeders, Gravecrawlers, what else? Stitches Suppliers. They were not part of that hand. They maybe have the Lightning Axe, yeah. Rough. And now Hogak. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So no Vengevine. So I can bolt this twice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to do here. Just bolt once, bolt twice. This is probably going to make them block with it. So do I even want to attack? I do really. Can't bring it back easily though, so yeah, I'm just going to pass. This looks kind of reasonable to me. I have 5 more damage on the board. They just have 6 in play right now. Okay. If I go... Right, I'm going to attack. And then if they block, which I think they will, I will bolt the Bloodghast. Prowess this guy. Playing Crack Relic. I'm not playing this land out because I might want to discard it to this. So they have 1 card in hand and a Gravecrawler, and we have 3 cards and a Soul Scar. So I would say we were ahead, and we are, and we win. Bit of good fortune, but Chain Whirler was coming up. That was nice. It was much better than I expected. And it's against a deck that won't exist tomorrow, so it's probably a waste of time, but we can waste our time together. Right. Next opponent. What have we got? These games are nice and quick at least. J Money 8771. I do recognise that name. So again, let's just Google them. Tron. They've played Tron back in May, so a while ago, and there's no other results for them. But anyway, this is a hand to keep against pretty much everything, so so this is here because it's a wizard and it helps the wizard's lightning, and that's why he played instead of Goblin Guide, so makes sense. Nope, that one please. And that one. If we draw something like Gut Shot, the Lava Man becomes, the Lava Winner becomes hasty. But if it's not, then we just bolt and slam in. So next turn we have 1, 2, 3 plus 8. We have 11 damage, so we put them to 3. So then any Faithful Suiting or bolt kills them, but we need it like that's. I know that's still okay because this is a wizard. So bolt you, swing for 5, put you to 3, and they have a worm coil that we know about. So we basically, if they play the worm coil, we have to... Oh no, we win. If they play the worm coil, we win. I don't have worm coil mana, so I think we win. Get them dead. It's always a pretty solid plan in Modern. Just get people dead. Damping Sphere. Cut the card we always cut. Maybe. Probably. Definitely. And again, Gut Shot's probably the weakest burn spell at this point. I don't think we want anything else. We don't beat them if it goes long, so let's not try that. Let's just try getting under them. Okay. Would like a second land, but this is the kind of hand, like I'm saying, we need to try and get under them. Well, if you're playing, if every card in your hand's a 1-drop, you kind of don't have any choice but just to keep it. Perfect. Right. So I can go Swift Spear. I think it's just Lava Man as well. And the reason is that of their 7 drops, the ones that I care about are Worm Coil Engine and... But Khan isn't going to hurt me so much. Rocking Ballista would hurt. Worm Coil... Yeah, Worm Coil's the problem. So... We could... We're dead. Like I can bolt it twice, but they still get a life linker. Yeah, but these two would grow. No, I bought it in combat, I think. So that they gain no life, because... Well, I guess they would have not gained no life anyway. I guess I could gut shot it. So it shrinks to 2. My guy goes to 3. They do gain 2 life. Take some damage, but we have bolt for the life linker. So let's do that. I've sequenced that really poorly. I guess I got to use a gut shot instead of a bolt. I just don't really see how we get past all this. We just don't. Okay, not to worry. I just go again. That hand was really nice, and on the play I think we would have had half a chance of getting there, so... Same thing again, I guess. We just keep, because it's... I said I wanted to get under them. I'm not mulliganing for Damping Sphere. I'm just going to try and kill them. So I think they've mulled every hand so far. So Scar Mage first, yeah. And then Swift Sphere, Lava Runner. Actually, you've got a Lava Mancer. It doesn't have much utility right this second, but both have only 1 power. I'm going to loot. These are not very good with no spells. Loot again. It's a power trigger and it makes this bigger, so let's just do it. And then so 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I'm going to need this potentially, because I don't think we're going to get them dead before the Insensible Tron. So that's why the Lava Man's gone. But if we draw land here, that would be ideal, but or like a Fiery Temper, or basically any 1-drop I could play out before playing this would also be fine. They're struggling to assemble Tron here. They've got it next turn, but not with a load of mana, so Far West trigger, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can, we're drawing 2, so 3 cards to find a burn spell. 1, 2, 3. We'd have got there, just. 1, 2, 3. Oh shit, lethal on board, didn't we? Nice. That was cool. So, 2-1 already in 34 minutes. Pretty good. I definitely misplayed against this guy on game 2. And game 1 we lost to Chalice on 1. And as I said, I would probably change this list going forward to have something like a Braid. Especially with Urza being so popular at the minute. So yeah. This deck's pretty fun though, like I don't tend to mulligan a great deal, but I mean I really shouldn't have said that. Oh, look at this laps, and the Tron guy's on like 16 trophies. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, you don't mulligan a ton because if it has anything between 1 and 3 lands, you're going to keep it. Because your deck is just chock full of 1s and 2s, basically. Basically 1s. If you pre-board, like, and look at this, and consider these are all bolts, there's only 5 cards that cost more than 1. Yeah, you need multiple mana to get the couriers going or the fiery temper, but like two lands cast everything easily. Ooh, whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, something. So this is a combo with whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent puts top card of the library to the graveyard. I'm not too disappointed about that. But yeah, so it combos with a dust mantle. Well, that's not what they're on. Type permanent becomes an artifact and a district of the types. Okay. Oh well, they've made this bigger for me, so that's nice of them. You kind of feel when you see anything like that that there's danger ahead. So I'm gonna just flashback looting here. I know I can't discard these, but next turn I can go flame plus double fiery temper. So, although that's awkward, I just have to discard a fiery temper and not madness it. Maybe I shouldn't have looted there, but I felt like with the spell hand that I had. Wizard's Lightning. Thank God they didn't go for fiery temper. That is all I can say about that situation. We get to sort of go off a little bit here. I don't know if I want to be fiery tempering. I don't know what the opponent's doing. Like, both those cards scream combo, but what is the combo? Right. Create a ticket that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to the types. So that becomes an artifact. You create a copy of itself, which makes a new permanent, which mills me, which kills me. Nice. GG. It's hella weird. I don't think I want anything from the sideboard, particularly. This insult to injury is just not very good. I'm going to just swap it for a copter. It's probably a change I'd make main deck quite happily. Should save all that for a wrap up though, really. Yeah, so no artifact hate in mono red seems real backward. But we just want to keep a hand that's fast again here. That's not it. And that's not it. That's okay. We'll just ditch 2 lands. This is a deck that does need a chunk of cards, but to be able to go off. But you do have this flame, so that helps with the situation. Oh, the flame's gone. Ouch. And the flame's drawn. I think I meant to just play it because we've seen a Thoughtseize. Otherwise I might not have done. Getting to 15. Let's just see how quickly they can assemble their weird 3-card combo. Arkham's Astrolabe is an exceptionally good Magic card. I've been really impressed with it in any deck that I've played it in. Awkward. I guess we just do this and pass. Yeah, okay. I could play another one of these. I'm going to play another one of these because it gives me 2 cards next turn, and the flame doubles it next turn, so I get double plus. It's not double, but it's an extra 2 damage. So if I draw like 3 cards and some of them are damage spells, then I'm pretty happy. Digger's Cage does nothing against us. Coating means that we're slightly at risk. Draw 2. Wow. Wow, that's tough. If a red source you control will deal damage, it deals that much plus 2. So I guess we just Soulscar Mage pass. Oh, that was rough. That really hurt. Yeah, that can go. Right, that's gone. Fair enough. We get extra damage next turn, and we do have a Soulscar Mage that can attack, so that's a slight upside. What are they playing? They don't want to escalate it. That's pretty surprising. Okay, well, that's 5 damage. That's 1 more, and then I think we sack it because we've got the plus 2. Damn. Didn't particularly pay off. Not to worry. We're still there or thereabouts. We do know that they like the cards in their hand because they didn't discard anything. Making infinite Saheeli Rise doesn't do anything on this board, so they need a payoff. That's nice, though, draw a card. Attack Saheeli. Is a Faithful Suitor in the bin? There is, so I'm gonna. Oh, I can't flash it back? Okay. I forgot about that. Well, anyway, it's not a terrible spot to be in. We get to... So Grafter's Cage just turn off 4 of our cards, I guess. Ooh. So, is this where they go get, like, Altar of the Brood? Let's turn off my mountain, okay, whatever. blow up my mountain. It's a lot less annoying in this deck than in others, that's for sure. Can I afford to just ignore them and like put them to 4, swing, hope I draw a bolt? Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just donk them and draw a card. Keep this card in hand. It's on a need-to-know basis. They don't need to know about it. Be surprised if they can combo from here. Yeah, I thought that might happen. That's good. And yeah, they can blow up a land, but what else have they got? Have they got a... give them hexproof or... yeah, Witchbone Orb. They have hexproof. So now if I draw a bolt, I have to bolt this and attack it. Damn. Well, they are dead to the 2 creatures I have on the battlefield, but they do have an active Karn. So it feels like they'd have an answer, like a walking ballista would do the job. They can like block here, ping this. I'd like this dead just so I had access to these cards, but I also didn't think we'd get to turn 8. But I was wrong. Was this a multi-5 as well? I think it was this game. It's our first mulligans with the deck. Yeah, multi-5 versus a 7-card hand. And like, I only played a couple of real stinkers, so I know their combo's a bit crappy. Oh, have they just got us dead? Why would they tank this on if they actually had us dead? So yeah, they're trying to draw a card. I really like that Saheeli Arkhams, that's really nice. It's Khan getting. What's your Khan doing for you? It's making a blocker. Opponent's played this pretty nicely. Upticking that doesn't really do anything. So if I just attack them, they have to block with the coating. We've got no choice. They could certainly tap it, but it doesn't do anything. So yeah, so I should have attacked with the courier. They were forced into blocking the Soulscar Mage, so if I'd attacked with the courier there, both of these creatures are lethal again. I would have drawn 1, 2, 3. I had a hasty creature and a looting. Looting would have found me nothing. So I could have been punished for that, potentially. I think I'm okay with what I'm running here. Flame was massively disappointing, but it could just be by chance. Drop a looting for a Copter. The Copter attacks and yeah, Grafdigger's Cage matters less then. Yeah, this hand's okay. It's not amazing because that costs 3, but this costs less with this, so animal to 6. And like, I don't mind popping this on turn 3, for example, discard a land and a 5e temper. So we have quite a few good draws off of this. Well, that's not a good draw though. There's only 14 lands left in the deck at that point. It's probably a pretty strong argument that you should be running like a Ramunap Ruins. Yeah, I think it's pretty fair to say you could turn one of these lands into a draw spell even. I took a list from a while ago, so I think my maps would have been printed at that point, but yeah, but the what are they playing? Ooh, okay. Kill a creature, take a spell. Yeah, can't play the madness. That hurts actually, because we've drawn pretty poorly. At least this attacks. But yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, there's definitely should be some utility lands in here that tap for red. I know you take damage for doing so, but there's just no, it's not a massive cost. Ouch. Yeah, out of cards. But that is the best draw we could have had. I mind discarding a couple of lands to get a couple of extra cards later. Yeah, the Flanking and the Smuggler's Copters and the Lootings were the best cards in our deck at that point. Draw 2, don't mind if I do. Okay. Flanking. Yeah, John, pretty godlike, has to be said. You please, sir. Go. Again, I'm getting these two in play because if I get decent spells off the extra draw step, then they do more damage because of the other one. It's not a spell that does anything. That attacks. Normal situation, I'd probably loot here knowing I could discard the other, but actually... damn it. I'm going to hold it because... yeah, I'm going to hold it because if I draw a Fiery Temper, I want the Fiery Temper to do 5 instead of 3. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world to ever happen. They're not killing us, so that's the main thing here. U. I think we blind look for Fiery Temper, although 2's already gone. There's no other real graveyard stuff. We're nowhere near dying. There's just no need to do it. Holding these two cards means that the Faithless Looting in the bin gets a bit more value. Yeah, I like the scry from the opponent there. It puts me under a little bit of pressure to find something. So cast this one with flashback. I have stuff to discard to that's for sure. That's upsetting. We could die here. I need Liquimental Coating and a payoff. And now actually it doesn't matter. What have they got? Another Saheeli? Okay. And that's probably a scry. Yep. I like all this. I like what they're trying to do. Lead on this if there's a bolt here. Then we would have won. It's a real... they could... Right, they can't kill me if that's on 2, so with that in mind, let's just get that to 2 and then hope for the best. They're getting a little desperate if they're doing stuff like that.
I need help,
Hmm?
I need help.
What, is it just looking after him? Yeah, I won't be long. Right. I think this was a good decision to kill the Saheeli. Do you have an answer to my nonsense? Do they? They do have some answers to my nonsense. It's annoying. But again, as long as they're not actually killing me, it doesn't really matter. So like here they'd need Sahili, Altar, and a land. So they need 4 cards. Sorry, 3 cards out of the 4 to be perfect. And even then I can gut shot actually, so yeah, we have lethal. Okay. Yeah, let's do the flashy way. Discard, discard. Madness. Kill you. Beautiful. That went pretty well. I do need to take a time out here, so I'm gonna stop at 3-1, and we'll finish this last match fairly soon. Hopefully, sometime later tonight, I'm sure. So yeah, thanks for watching. Come back and see how we finish. We've lost to Eldrazi Tron. We beat a Brew. We beat Tron, and we beat whatever this was. I can't remember what this was. But good start so far, I would say. Hogak. We beat Hogak, which isn't a great. Just stop what you're doing. Stop. Anyway, whatever. I better end there. We will complete this sometime soon. All right, thanks, folks. Bye for now.